Welcome to the To Your Success podcast, hosted by Johnsen and Elin Solheim. Each bi-weekly episode takes a deep dive into how success and freedom is created and how you can start living the life you truly want now. Krista was top CEO of international companies for more than 20 years. He's done business in most parts of the world. Now he is an international success mentor, helping people and organizations to be successful. Elin and Krista are partners in life and business. They truly live what they teach every day. They sail their beautiful 43-footer around the world while helping clients all over the world. They are proof that you can get all the freedom you've ever wanted. They truly live what they teach every single day.
Hello everyone and warm welcome to a new episode of the To Your Success podcast. I am mentor Krista Johnsen, and with me as always
is Elin Solheim, your wife and business partner.
Yeah, and now my pilot in crime.
Yeah, I got you out flying.
You scared me actually. That was really fun. So Elin, will you tell us what you gave me for birthday this year?
Yeah, I surprised you by taking you out flying.
Yeah.
And actually you surprised me a bit too, because you surprised me by getting scared of going out flying. And that's that was not what I expected from this gift.
No.
But the good thing is that you did it and you enjoyed it, and I got to fly too.
Yeah, there is a Reels. Elin made a movie about that, and you can find that on Instagram on my account. But what was fun is that it was totally different from what I expected, because I knew we should go out flying really small planes, but I didn't know they were that big. I thought they were really much smaller. I thought I was going up in like a hang glider with an engine, but it was a proper plane. Yeah, and that's, that is imagination and perception, My idea about this was totally wrong. When I saw the plane, I thought it was fun.
Your first response was, am I going to jump out of the plane as well?
Yeah. That's only because we talked about parachuting, right? So Anyway, so the title of this episode is Success on Paper, Why It Still Feels Wrong. Mm-hmm. And I think there are a lot of people that actually can resonate with that, feel at home in that. It feels like, well, at least I can do it, and I know a lot of our clients can do as well. It's like, I have built this life. For me, going some years back, I mean, I was 29 years old, first time CEO. I was in head of a large international group, 34 years old. I continued, build that, sold that, and continue building that up, ending working on the owner's side of running a business, being at board in different boards and investing in different companies. And you know how unhappy I was, Elin.
Mm-hmm. Yes,
I remember how scared I was when I woke up in the middle of the night, and I was really scared.
Yeah, sometimes you didn't even sleep. So
No, I struggled with that. It's like basic things in life, and I had everything. I mean, Porsche in the garage, beautiful boat, great wife. We were not married, so I had a great girlfriend.
So we lived in a We weren't married, so you had a great wife.
No, I tried to stick to one at a time.
Okay, that's good. It's a good move.
But I think a lot of people can relate to that. We have everything. We have the career. We have the job. And I remember you told me, why can't you just be happy? Because the job you have, there are so many people that would see that as a dream job. But still, it didn't feel right. It felt wrong. And there was this silent voice. I remember I told that to you, and I wrote about that in my book too. I felt like a tiger in a cage, like this animal trapped in a cage. So this episode is for you. If life looks good on paper, but then you start to feel that there is something strange or something wrong, or it's not what you want anymore. And I don't know, have you ever been in that situation, Elin?
That's a good question, actually. Not the same way as you.
No?
I know that when I was working as a nurse, and I was working more like public nurse, not my own company.
Mm-hmm.
I've kind of felt that way, but that's not the same way as you.
No, I think I know why.
Mm.
Because you dared to change much earlier.
Yeah,
I
because
was stuck for a
I
long,
did
long
what I
time.
wanted to do. For
Yeah.
all those years, I just did what I wanted to do. I started my own company, so
Mm-hmm.
um,
And that is
yeah.
one of the things I admire with you is that you are not afraid. I was so afraid. I still am sometimes. And I was afraid of losing everything I had. I was afraid of, because my whole identity was this: I am this CEO guy, right? I am this director guy. I'm this chairman guy. That is a lot of my identity, your identity. And that held me back, actually. So, and that is what we can call the success trap. I mean, you never fell into that because you changed. You changed faster than many people. You were sick and tired of working hours that you didn't want to work, and then you started
I
up
just
your
did
own
it.
company. Yeah, and you just sold services as a nurse, right?
Mhm.
Instead of being employed, you start selling it, and you took that risk, and that worked out really well.
Yeah.
We actually have some comments. I can mention that we have some comments, people that comment on our ads when I talk about the law of compensation and how that works, and they say, "Well, I am a nurse, and I never made a good amount of money," and I understand that because you actually make money based on the law of compensation, the need for what you do. There is a big need for nurses, your ability to do it. You can be as good as you can be the world's best. Then how difficult it is to replace you. It is really easy to replace a nurse because there are so many nurses, right? You can import them, like in Norway, you import them from Spain. And as long as they can be decently fluid, or at least speak Norwegian and understand Norwegian, then they can work as a nurse. And that is what they miss. It's easy to replace them, right? The system is built so that it's easy to replace them. And that is where you transitioned into something else. You got the specialized knowledge that you could step in, and that you were generalist and you were specialist. And then you transitioned into management for hire, right? And you started to lead and to manage clinics and departments in the health service. So that is important to understand when that comment comes. And I'm absolutely sure that nurses as well feel the success trap, right? You have the success on paper, and you have a safe job, and then it doesn't feel right. Many of our clients have done a great career. Often they come to us when some are really young. Our youngest that we have now is a great guy. He wants to do the same thing as us, and we teach him everything we know. He's 28. But very often they come to us when they're around late 30s, mid 40s, and they feel that something is wrong. Right? You can be director, you can be CEO, you can be working in a lot of departments. I mean, and then it doesn't feel right. It feels like you live a life that is not meant for you.
And it's kind of, I think, not only is it because they feel that way, but it's also because that's the kind of age, that's the typical age where you are going through some changes. If you have children, they might be growing up and leaving the house soon. You have some changes about what are you going to do. Your identity shifts as well. So you have that combined with the work that you really don't feel like this is not, it has to be something more.
Yeah. But for me, it's kind of what I just had to look myself in the mirror and say, I want something else, something more. And then I was shitty afraid of doing it. And then I have a great mentor who pushed me and said that if you really have a goal, not just a wish or a dream, then you need to take action on that. And then this was 1 week before we got married. And you said, well, and I said, I just have to leave my job. I cannot stand it anymore. We were in Malaysia. And you said, what is the worst thing that can happen? Well, then you have to live on my salary for a short time, you said. And I really admire and I'm very, very proud of you that you said that, because that really helped me. Because that was worst case. In my scenario, worst case was losing prestige, losing everything I have to sell the house, sell the boat. But that's just fair, right? And it didn't happen.
No.
Not at all. So success on paper is, well, you have a good job. You identify yourself with your job. You have a good income. You have stability, you have family, you have the recognition. Maybe you have, like in Norway, a lot of people have a cabin up in the mountain. Maybe you have a cabin by the sea. You have a good house. I mean, we have this, what in Norwegian is called Villa Vofsen Volvo, VVV, which you have a villa, you have a Volvo, and you have a dog. Yeah. And then you have, and then you have 2 kids or 3 kids.
You have actually 1.8 children.
It's less now, actually. It's down to 1.3 in Norway. When we were young, it was common to have 1.8. I have 2, you have 3, so we were kind of above average.
Yeah.
Hi, this is Christer. Thank you for watching and listening to our podcast. We really appreciate that. As you see, we love sharing how you can live the life you truly want, and we also love sharing how we live this every day. You know what changed my life is that I did one thing. I signed up for a strategy call with my first mentor. That was the one thing that changed my life. And that is why we offer you to do exactly the same thing with me and my team as well, because we know that call, those 30 minutes can be the thing that changes your life. So if you go to our website, christerjohnsen.com, up in the right corner, you will find a button to click on. Click on that button and book a strategy call with us. It might be the best thing you ever done to change your life. Have a wonderful day. And now back to the podcast. So that is the success trap, is that, well, you do everything, and everything that you thought you should do, everything that you thought would make you happy, and still it feels empty.
And you're doing everything that everybody else thinks you should do too. That you think everybody else thinks you should do.
And you know, it's not that is not success. I want you to be grateful for that. You know, I'm really grateful for all the jobs I had. I'm really grateful for everyone I worked with, even though not everyone, I appreciated everyone as much. But I'm grateful because I'm really grateful for the story and the life I had. And the same thing in knowledge, if you feel the same way like I felt, and just acknowledge that it's good, but I want something more, something else. Right? And it's because it's like you are living a life that doesn't feel right. You're living a life, you have outgrown your life. I think that is what happens. I'm curious about life. How far can I go? You know that, Elin. I mean, after us flying, and as you said, you got a separate flight as well. I want to I want to be a licensed pilot.
I'm looking forward to that. Yeah. It's a new goal.
New goal.
Okay. But what kind of common signs do you have when you have this success on paper life?
For me, it was doubt. And I remember that was the first thing I asked. I don't know why that came to my mind now, but that was the first thing. Remember that was the first thing I asked Bob Proctor about when he was my mentor. He was only my mentor for a few months at the end of his life. And he's on my gratitude list every day because I was so doubtful, right? I knew about universe, I knew about law of attraction, I knew about all this that I could create my own life, but I didn't know what exact steps to do. And the first thing I asked Bob in a live call, and he was in Canada, and I was sitting in our house in Norway, I said to Bob, what do we do with doubt? How do we deal with doubt? And I was so full of doubt. I was back and forth. You said that I should be happy with my job. I was not. And it's nothing to do with the people I worked for. It was only me.
Yeah, I mean, and you really tried. You really tried to be happy.
I tried. I really tried. And the people that I worked for and with, they are wonderful people. And it's very warm, very, very, very warm and full of love. Yeah, I miss them too. I emailed with one of the guys just to help a client, just a client of ours just a couple of weeks ago. But I was in doubt, is this right? It doesn't feel right. Why doesn't it feel right? I went internally, there must, I don't know what it is. Sunday night dread that you're not looking forward to the Monday. Kind of be feeling exhausted, that you don't, it's kind of stress. There are two kinds of stress. It is one where you are negatively stressed. You do things you don't like. You do things that you have to do. You do things that are urgent. And we differ between what is urgent and what is important. And urgent are often things that others expect from you. They put pressure on you, and then you have this exhaustion, right? You don't feel good. The positive stress is when you do things that you love, like you and me. We have a tendency to working too much because it's so fun, right? And my heart is with our clients all the time, and so I just want to help, right? So that's a different kind of stress, but still, it's important to take care of our energy and to take care of my energy. But then there's this not feeling good, another Monday, another week. I don't know how I can deal with this, but let's just show up at work and let's do the best out of it.
You know the tricks that I did when I had small children. That's still the way of getting rid of Monday, the bad Monday mornings. I woke up the children and I told them, "Shh, it's Friday today," and they said, "No, it's not. It's Monday." Shh. But the Monday doesn't know it's Friday, so don't tell it that. And then we had Friday waffles, Friday music, and we pretended it was Friday, and it was so easy to get the children up out of bed.
Yeah, that's a lovely story.
Yeah.
Do you think they remember? You were out having lunch with two of our kids now. Do you think they remember?
Yeah. They are not kids anymore. They are grown up now, but yes,
children,
they remember.
They remember. Yeah, it's a wonderful thing to do. So, you have built what others admire, and it just, you're not longer sure it fits, right? And it's actually pretty common, and it's absolutely allowed to feel that way. And a lot of people say, well, I should be happy with this, so I just have to live with it. Right? After all, I should be happy. I have everything I wanted, and after all, I should be happy and I should be grateful. The challenge is that life is about how we feel. It's about how we think, how we feel, and how we act. And it is in this moment that matters. Life is lived in this moment. And then...
Yeah. Sorry?
Go on, please.
No, it's more like I was thinking that these feelings are common. But one of the biggest problem is that by feeling this way, most people think that they fail.
They fail, yeah. And maybe they also think that this is the way it is.
Maybe.
Yeah, because I'm not alone. A lot of other people. If you talk to people, a lot of people, most people, I would say, they talk about everything that doesn't work. We only talk about the things that work, right? That are good. I don't want to think about the things that don't work. I can fix it, or I don't think about it. Yeah. So, but I would say that life is not supposed to be like that. It's supposed to be good. On a philosophical level, when we live this life, it's supposed to be good. And then we live in a system called society, and then it differs from country to country what kind of society we live in. But I strongly oppose that we have to accept mediocrity, that we cannot live the life we truly want, because very, very often we are held back by our perception, we are held back by our fears. And fears is just the stupidest thing. I study Think and Grow Rich, I read it like 10 times maybe, and I still study it. And Napoleon Hill says that, fear is the worst enemy you have, because fear is just an illusion. Fear is misunderstood by a lot of people because it is a message that it's time to move. But it is treated like it's time to sit still. We have a fighter pilot as a client now, and I asked, and he's afraid of a lot of things, but he's a wonderful guy. And then I asked him, when you're flying, if you get afraid, what happens? And then I die. He said, yeah, well, it is like that in the rest of your life. You don't die physically, but you die emotionally.
Yeah.
It's exactly the same thing. So, but then feeling off is feedback. It is a signal for you to move. It's not failure at all. It's okay to have that feeling, but recognize the feeling, because you have evolved, you have grown, right? You grow as a person. You grow not in physical size, but you grow. Your spirit grows.
Yeah,
right.
You're
and
not
you
broken.
want more.
You're not broken. You're becoming more honest.
Yeah. And honesty is such a beautiful thing. Earlier today, I had what I call impact coaching, which I have every month with all my clients. We invite all active clients to that, right? And what is common is that they become more and more honest, more and more reflective. They study themselves and they want more.
I love those sessions, by the way.
Yeah.
They're so great.
It's a wonderful environment to be in.
Yeah, it is. It's amazing. It's so fun.
So it's not about tearing your life down. It's about rebuilding it from the inside. It's about creating something else. It's back to Buckminster Fuller said that we never change reality by fighting the existing model. We create a new model that makes the old model obsolete. It means that we create a new model of our lives that makes the old model obsolete. Me thinking about going back to my old life is like, no. As I once texted you, I'd rather die than go back.
Yeah.
Right? It's just not an alternative to go back, because I much rather take the pain of creating that new model than being stuck, because missing out or being stuck is a cost you pay the rest of your life. So it's important. I can just say what you said again. You're not broken. You're just becoming more honest. You're becoming more. Right? So, Elin, what would you recommend? Where to go from here? I mean, you have that feeling, not you, but you listen. Maybe you have that feeling. You recognize this.
Well,
how would you proceed?
You don't need to have all the answers. Just start.
Yeah.
Just more like try to figure out what's really feels off. What's wrong, if you can say it like that. What doesn't resonate with you, and how should it feel more true?
What do you want? What do you truly want? How is the wrong question?
Yeah.
So many people, including me, sometimes I think about my goals, and especially if they are really big goals, I go back to how and say, no, Christer, it's the wrong question. What can I do today? What steps can I do today?
I caught myself there.
Oh, you did?
Yeah.
When?
Yeah. I wanted to ask how.
Yeah. Yeah, but it's wrong, right? So then
of course, getting help.
Yeah.
Asking for help is never wrong. Yeah. So finding someone like us, someone like you, to help you. Get a mentor, get a coach, study, read, figure it out.
And my learning on that is that I studied for 10 years, and then I got a mentor, and then everything changed. I talked about all this spirituality. I studied religion, I studied cosmology, I studied law of attraction. I listened to Dr. Robert Anthony, and nothing happened. I just got more and more frustrated. I did all the techniques, right? And then I got a mentor, and then how many months did it take until I changed? It was like 2-3 months, and boom, I changed, right? So, and that goes back to what we tell everyone we talk to. There are 4 things that highly successful people do. They set high goals, make fast decisions, only listen to people that have done what you truly want to do. And that's important, right? And then invest in yourself. Get a mentor. And when you get a mentor that has done what you want to do. Get a mentor that lives the life in freedom, if that is what you want. Get a mentor that has done a great career, if that is what you want. Get a mentor that is really great at sales, if that is what you want, right? But the big change, and we don't say this to sell. We say this because we know it works, and we take their own medicine. I mean, you have a mentor, Elin.
Yes, of course.
I have a mentor. Yeah. Of course. So those are the steps to take that we recommend. And it's not that you're ungrateful or broken or everything doesn't, and we feel bad. It's just that you are ready to change. That is what it is. And change is a verb.
Yeah, but just accepting that you are just ready.
Yeah.
It's a whole different way of looking at it.
Instead of being stuck, just say that I'm ready for a change. Yeah.
It's about time.
It's about time. So, I mean, the best thing, if this resonates with you as a listener and you want to figure out how this works, you can go to our website, christerjohnson.com, and there is a tab up in the menu there called Let's Talk. And that is all we want. I mean, that is how the best thing we can help you is that you book a call with us, a clarity call, and we can figure out and we can help you, because we work with this every day. We work with it ourselves and with clients. Just figure out what you truly want and understand that that being in an environment with other people that want that, and that could be, I mean, we have everything from absolutely regular people, absolutely regular, and everyone is absolutely perfect. That's a principle we have. You are perfect just the way you are, but we have regular people that want to create a great career. And then we have like CEOs, directors, right? And we are all the same. There is no difference. We are all humans. We all want something else. We are all great people, and we have all these abilities. And we want to change. So if it feels right, book a call with us. And if you're a little bit afraid, you should definitely do it.
Yeah. And it's not scary at all.
No. Because what you have done is that you have built everything. You've done everything, right? You built a life. And now let's build something that is true for you, that fits you. That is the purpose. So I hope this episode was clarifying for you. And to create your freedom. And a lot of people want to create freedom, right? That is about create a life that feels like you and then have the freedom to live it. Any closing words from you, Elin?
As always, everything we do is
to your success. Yeah, and success is to live the life you truly want. Okay. So have a wonderful... Oh, by the way, follow us on Instagram and Facebook. Click subscribe to this podcast. We are on YouTube, we are on Spotify, we are on Apple. And if you feel that this is relevant for someone else, please share it, because our goal is to help people with living the life they truly want. So have a wonderful day, everyone. Bye-bye for now.
Bye-bye.
Thank you for listening to this episode of To Your Success podcast. Please leave us a rating and review on your favorite podcast platform. For more information on how Krista's mentoring programs can help you in your own life, visit kristajohnsen.com.